Last day, we studied about different data file operations and what is the use of files and what is file. Today, we are going to study types of files. Python allows us to create and manage two types of files. First one is text file, second one is binary file. So in Python, we will have two types of files, text file and binary file. What is a text file? A text file is consists of sequence of lines. A line is a sequence of characters. Character may be ASCII or Unicode that's stored on permanent storage media. So text file is a line of it is a sequence of characters. Although default character coding in Python is ASCII, using the constant u with string, it support Unicode as well. By default, Python use ASCII coding, but it is also able to support Unicode also. In text file, each line is terminated by a special character known as end of line EOL. So in text file, each line is terminated by a special character that is known as end of file or EOL. By default, this EOL character is the new line character. So, in text file, every line should end with a new line character. That means new line character is considered as EOL, end of file, end of line EOL character. So, at the lowest level, text file will be a collection of bytes. Text files are stored in human readable form and can be created using any text editor. So, by using any text editor, we are able to create text files. And one thing you want to remember is every line in the text file should end with an EOL, end of line character. By default, EOL character is the new line character. Next, we are going to look at what is binary file. A binary file contains arbitrary binary data, that is, numbers stored in the file can be used for numeric operations. So, when we work on binary file, we have to interpret the raw bit patterns read from the file into correct type of data in our program. In the case of binary file, it is extremely important that we interpret the correct data type while reading the file. Python provides special modules for encoding and decoding of data for binary files. So, binary files are used to store binary data such as images, video files, audio files, etc. It contains arbitrary binary data, usually numbers stored in file which can be used for numerical operations. When we work on a binary file, we have interpret the raw bit patterns read from the file into correct type of data in our program. In binary file, there is no delimiter for a line. That means there won't be, in binary file, we don't have any EOL, end of line characters. Also, no character translation can be carried out in binary file. As a result, binary files are easier and much faster than text file for carrying out reading and writing operations on data. So in text file, we are able to store data in the form of ASCII code or Unicode. But in binary file, in the hard disk, when we uh, write something on binary file, that should be in the form of binary data. You know what is binary, isn't it? You already studied about binary digits, binary numbers, binary number system. So computer knows only binary characters or machine language, that is binary system. So when we use binary file, it is faster than the text file. It is perfectly possible to interpret a stream of bytes originally written as string as numeric value. In the case of binary file, it is extremely important that we interpret the correct data type while reading the file. Python provides special modules for encoding and decoding of data for binary file. So, in Python, we have two types of files, binary file and text file. Text file having one EOL character for each and every line. Binary file don't have any that kind of special characters. And binary file is faster than text file. Now we are going to look at opening and closing files. To handle data files in Python, we need to have a file variable or file object or file handle. Object can be created by using open function or file function. So, to manage files, there should be one file object. So, file object have another names like file variable or file handle. So, we take the name file object. Object can be created by using open function or file function. To work on a file, the first thing we do is open it. This is done by using the built-in function open. Using this function, a file object is created which is then used for accessing various methods and functions available for file manipulation. So, the first process we want to do with file is open a file. Before that, we want to create one object for that particular file. Using that particular object only, we are able to do all other process, or we are able to access all other file functions. So first we are going to create one object for a file. So different object for different files. So each and every operations, there should be one file object. We are able to create file object with the help of open function or file function. To work on file, first thing we do is open it. This is done by using built-in function open. Open is a built-in function. So using open function, we are able to open a file, and at the same time we are able to create one file object. All of you please look at the syntax for open function. File object is equal to open file name. File object is equal to open file name, comma, access mode and buffering. So access mode and buffering is optional. So first, usually there are three arguments for the function open: file name, access mode and buffering. And access mode and buffering are optional, but file name is a must. So open function that may have three objects: file name, access mode and buffering. So now we are going to look at different arguments of the function open. Open requires three arguments to work. First one is file name. It is the name of the file on secondary storage media, which can be string constant or a variable. The name can include the description of path in case the file does not reside in the same folder or directory in which we are working. So, we should specify the path also if we are working some other folder or directory where the file is stored. So, File name means name of the file. We want to specify the path of the file also. If we do this program in some other directory or some other folder. Second parameter is access mode. That describes how files will be used throughout the program. This is an optional parameter and the default access mode is reading. If we didn't specify the access mode, by default the access mode is reading. So access mode describes how file will be used throughout the program. That means what is the purpose of this particular file opening, why we are opening this particular file. Sometimes we want to read something from the file, sometimes we want to write something to the file, sometimes we want to append, that means to write at the end of the file, we want to append something to the file. So you should specify the intention behind the opening of this file, that is the access mode. Access mode means why the mode of opening of file. If you are not specifying the access mode, by default it is reading. The third parameter is buffering. It is for specifying how much is read from the file in one read. That is also, I told you, that is also optional. Finally, the function will return an object of file type using which we will manipulate the file in our program. When we work with files, a buffer, area in memory where data is temporarily stored before being returned to file. It is automatically associated with file when we open the file. That means when we work with files, a buffer is automatically associated with the file when we open the file. Buffer is an area that is in memory where data is temporarily stored before being written to file. Before writing to the file, the data is temporarily stored in one place. That place is known as buffer. That buffer is automatically associated with the file when that file is opened. While writing the content in the file, first it goes to buffer, and once the buffer is full, data is returned to the file. Also, when file is closed, any unsaved data is transferred to file. Flush function is used to force transfer of data from buffer to file. Flush, F-L-U-S-H, flush is a function that is used to force transfer of data from buffer to file. So, next we are going to looking at different file access modes. Different file access modes. I told you read mode is there, write mode is there, append mode is there, and by default we have a read. The file mode define how the file will be accessed. So different file modes. The default read R. So mode should be specified as small letter R. Text file read mode. RB means binary file read mode. So we have two types of files, text file and binary file. R is for text file read mode, small letter R. Small letter R, B. RB for binary file read mode. These are the default modes. The file pointer is placed at the beginning for reading purpose when we open a file in this mode. When we open in read mode, the file pointer should be at the beginning for the reading purpose. That means reading start from the beginning of a file. Different file access mode. Simply R is for read. R plus text file read and write mode. RB plus binary file read write mode. W text file write mode. WB text and binary file write mode. W plus text file read and write mode. WB plus text and binary file read and write mode. A. Appends text file at the end of a file. If file does not exist, it creates the file. AB. Appends both text and binary files at the end of file. If file does not exist, it creates the file. A plus text file appending and reading. AB plus text and binary files for appending and reading. These are the different file access mode. R for simply reading, reading text file, RB for reading binary file, R plus for reading and writing in a text file, RB plus reading and writing in a binary file, W for writing, that is only for writing only purpose, writing only access mode, writing only access mode for text file, W plus for writing and reading in text file. WB means what? WB, W text and binary file write mode. WB plus text and binary file read and write mode. A for append text file. AB for both text and binary files at the end of file append. A plus text file appending and reading. AB plus text and binary file for appending and reading. These are the different file access modes. Examples for file access modes. First one is read mode. F is equal to open notes.txt r. So here F is the file object. F is the file object. By the file name you should understand whether that is text file or binary file. All the text files should have extension .txt. Notes.txt means notes is a text file. So that file name should be enclosed inside the double quotes, and after that there is one comma. Then in single quotes it should specify as R. R means reading text file. So F is here, F is the object using the function open. Open having two parameters. First one is file name, second one is access mode. Here the file name is notes.txt and mode is, access mode is R. R means reading only. This is the default mode for a file. Notes.txt is a text file and is opened in read mode only. Next example is F is equal to open notes.txt comma R plus. So here F is file object and using open function we are going to create the file object F, and open function having two parameters, file name and accessing mode. So file name is notes.txt. By the name, by the extension .txt we are able to understand it is a text file. Then R plus means, R means read only. R plus means for reading and writing. So this file is open for both read and write. So when we open this, open this file notes.txt, we are able to read from the file and we are able to write to the file also. Next example, F is equal to open test.dat comma RB. So F is file object. Here also we use the function open and having two parameters, test.dat and RB. First one is file name, second one is accessing mode. So from the name we are able to understand it is a binary file because the file name having the extension .dat, data file .dat. So it should be enclosed inside a double quotes, and after that there is a comma. Then inside single quotes it should specify the access mode. Access mode is RB. RB means reading only for binary file. It is opened only for reading a binary file. So read only mode for binary file. Next one is f is equal to open test.dat rb plus. RB plus. What's the purpose of that accessing mode? It is for both reading and writing. Same as the previous example. F is file object, and using the open function we are going to create the object f, and the function open having two parameters, test.dat and rb, file name and access mode. RB plus means it is for reading and writing. Next example is f is equal to open test.dat ab plus. AB plus for reading and appending. A for appending. AB plus for reading and appending for binary file. Reading and appending for binary file. Next we are going to study how to close a function. Object, file object dot close. For closing we use the function close. So only using close we are not able to close the file. Object dot close, file object dot close. File object means that we created using the open function. Object that we created using the function open should be used with the close function. That will be used to close the file object. Once we have finished working on it, the method will free up all the system resources used by the file. This means that once file is closed, we will not be able to use the file object anymore. So it is a must. If you open a file, you should close your file after all other processes. So we are able to close the file using the function close. And you should remember one thing. Once you close the file with the function close, then you are not able to use the file object that is created by the open function. So after closing the file, if you want to open your file again for some other purposes, you should create another file object for that. So for closing a function, you should use close function. Close function should be associated with the file object. So close function is used to close a file.